as of Wednesday, it's Ghost Month in Taiwan.
That's right, but we ain't afraid of no ghosts. What?
What?
What the heck? What? Oh, maybe
that?
I am. Let's go straight into our radar.
The DPP's Chen Qimai prepares to take office this coming Monday as the new mayor of Kaohsiung. He won a by-election last Saturday with 70% of the vote. Chen ran for the post in 2018, but lost to the KMT's Han Kuo-yu. Kaohsiung voters later soured on Han and voted to recall him in June. Chen's comeback victory will only allow him to serve out the remaining 2 years of Han's term, but it puts the Kaohsiung mayor's office, a traditional DPP stronghold, back in the party's control. Taiwan has opened a representative office in Somaliland, which declared its independence from Somalia in 1991. Though not recognized internationally, it maintains informal ties with a number of countries. Somaliland has in turn sent a representative to Taiwan. It is not yet known when a Somaliland office in Taipei might open. Microsoft is set to launch an IoT Center of Excellence in Taiwan in collaboration with the Economics Ministry. The launch is part of a second stage of upgrades to IoT services in Taiwan. Deputy Economics Minister Lin Chuan-neng says that this new plan, combined with Taiwan's leading edge in the global hardware industry, will help Taiwan become a key player in software too. Taipei's historic Dadaocheng district is hosting a riverside fireworks display and pop concert this Saturday to celebrate Qixi, also known as Chinese Valentine's Day. With social distancing a new norm around the world, the theme of the show is Love Has No Distance.
Now for our words of the week. Andrew, ready to guess my word?
I am. Let's see what you have. Andrew, aardvark. Afternoon. After party? Afterlife.
That's right.
That
We're
is an
talking
after
about,
party.
the after party of life. The afterlife and what people in Taiwan believe about the afterlife. That's what we see in Ghost Month, and we'll be telling you all about that in today's show.
Alrighty, you ready for my word?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No word. That's scary. It disappeared.
I swear to you, there was a word in there. I don't know what happened. There's a lot of weird things happening in today's show, but look forward to it. There's much more to come.
Let's put these on the shelf. Ghost Month is upon us, and many people in Taiwan believe that the gates of the underworld opened on Wednesday to let the spirits roam the earth. Now, many people are on edge this time of year, and there are many taboos.
Don't get pregnant, be careful what you say, and whatever you do, avoid bodies of water at all costs. These are just some of the traditional do's and don'ts that are observed each year during Ghost Month. And as you might be able to tell, they're mostly don'ts. Ghost Month is now upon us again, and there's no end to the number of ways you can accidentally upset the spirits that wander the earth at this time of year. For instance, you might buy a new house, break ground on a new construction project, or sign a real estate contract. As you might expect, the real estate market here grinds to a halt during Ghost Month. But for those who really must go ahead with some unlucky activity or other, there are some loopholes that can get you out of trouble. For instance, one real estate company executive suggests holding a groundbreaking or renovation ceremony before Ghost Month starts, so that, technically, the date the contract is signed doesn't matter.
Now, in addition to keeping track of all of those taboos, people will also be participating in ghost festivals throughout Taiwan this month. And the most extravagant one takes place in the northern coastal city of Keelung. Now, it has a very interesting origin story, and we're going to tell you all about that in today's Taiwan Explained.
The biggest ghost festival in Taiwan is the Zongyuan Festival in Keelung, and here to tell us all about that is Catherine Wei. Hey, Catherine.
Hi.
Now, I hear that this is not only the biggest ghost festival in Taiwan, it is also one with a very long history.
Yes, this festival dates back to the Qing Dynasty.
Wow.
The first official Zongyuan festival in Keelung was in 1855. That was after years of armed fighting between immigrants from the Chinese cities of Jiangzhou and Quanzhou. The fighting was brutal and many people died, but they had come to Taiwan without family members, so there was no one to give them a proper burial. It's said that their ghosts roamed the earth unhappily. That's why the festival started. It was a way to appease the spirits that died in these battles. Nowadays, 15 family clans take turns hosting the festivities. The festival begins with the lantern lighting ceremony and continues throughout the lunar month with 15 events, including a parade with themed performances. The most exciting part is the releasing of water lanterns, which takes place this year on August 30th. The water lanterns look like guest houses and light the way for spirits who drowned to come ashore and enjoy the offerings prepared for them.
Oh, those are really cool lanterns, aren't they? Now, I hear that people will actually watch the lanterns as they float away to see what happens to them.
That's right. They say the further away from shore the lanterns float, the more their descendants will prosper.
So you really want to make sure it doesn't like burn up while it's floating away, right?
No, I don't want it to sink either.
Yeah, right.
That was fascinating, Catherine. Thanks so much. And that is this week's Taiwan Explained.
Today's brain game is a top 10, and it's related to Ghost Month. That means that I have 10 things on my list here, and Natalie and Leslie have to guess what is on my list. I'm going to ask the question, and as soon as I say go, the 90 seconds will start. Are you ready?
Ready.
I don't like this game.
You guys
It's
all
gonna
look
be
scared.
It's about ghosts or what?
It is about ghosts. Now, at this time of the year, people in Taiwan will put out offerings to, pray to the ghosts, or to appease the ghosts, I should say. A lot of those offerings are foods, but some foods are taboo when making them as an offering to the ghosts.
Oh
my question is, what Ghost Month offerings are taboo? Go.
I'm gonna just start listing random food. Mango.
No.
Apples?
No.
Instant noodles?
Nope.
Fish.
Nope. These are things on my list. Oh, he's broken it for Ghost Month.
Okay.
Keep going.
Fine cheeses.
No fine cheeses.
You've really broken it. The ghost don't want us to play this game.
All right, Natalie, go ahead.
go.
Sushi.
No sushi, that's not on the list.
Fine wines.
Although I hear sushi could be one of the things on the list because it's cold. Nope. I would recommend choosing fruits.
Watermelon.
No.
Guava.
That is on the list. That was the first one.
So random. That seems
Oranges.
dragon
Nope.
fruit.
Nope.
Pineapples.
Okay, Leslie's got number 2.
Pineapples.
Pineapples?
Bananas.
Bananas are on the list.
Pomegranates.
Nope.
Cherries. Strawberries.
Kiwis? Just
What else do we like to eat these
jackfruit,
days?
Buddha head fruit, breadfruit.
Yes, Buddha head fruit is one.
Really?
Durian. Durian.
Yes. Nope.
Durian, oranges. What fruits are there? I feel like I've eaten everything. Got through
Suja.
grapes.
He said that already. Grapes is
Apples,
one.
apples, that's right.
Totally guessing here. Wax apples.
No.
What else is...
Ta-da!
That's a hard question.
So you guys actually did better than expected. Because I don't know, do either of you put out offerings to the ghosts? I know you don't, Natalie.
I don't,
'cause
actually.
You're Christian. Leslie?
We do, but my uncle just doesn't really abide by the tradition. He's just like, whatever works.
Whatever.
I
So
think a
there's
lot
no
of times, too, it's also the kids are not involved in making the decisions. The parents do it, and you just go along. All right, so here's what we have. The score is Leslie won that 3-2. Now,
I was just throwing things out there to
You know
be
more
honest.
fruits than I do.
This is 100% luck.
Now I'm going to tell you what the rest of the things on the list are, and then I'm going to explain to you why these things are taboo. Okay, so we also have plums, pears, tomatoes, and then we have 2 things that are not fruits. One of them is called wang wang xianbei, so they're the rice crackers. And the reason for that one is because
How would we guess that?
that's supposed to be praying for wealth or good luck to come in, but you don't want more of ghosts at this time of the year. You want to kind of appease them and send them away. The other thing is coffee. This is a very interesting one because some people say that the coffee makes the ghosts excited and they get like kind of all worked up.
Like a poltergeist out
Yes. Maybe that's what you saw at the top of our show today. Now, the reason for the other ones, there are 3 that are together, bananas, plums, and pears. Because if you say them in Taiwanese, 九里来, am I saying that correctly? Yeah, they're nodding.
Ghost
Okay.
is coming?
That means telling the
come
ghost
on
to
over.
come.
Chill.
The reason why pineapples are not good is because it's praying for wealth or an abundance. You don't want an abundance of ghosts. And the last one is the other remaining 3 fruits all have seeds in them. Do you know why that's a problem?
Ghosts
The
can't
giving
choose
birth?
seeds?
It's because when you eat them, the seeds will go through you and then plant in the ground and grow more fruits.
And grow more ghosts?
So it's seen as like disrespectful because those seeds go right through you.
Oh.
Goes through your digestive
That's
tract.
deep.
I don't think I follow.
Thank you for
but
this lesson.
You are.
I think you guys
the
learned
authority.
a lot today
Yes.
about what not to put on the offering table.
And I have one more thing. For those of you who are interested in doing this properly, a couple things to remember. September 2nd, that is the 15th day of the month. That's when you'll see a lot of people making offerings this year in Taiwan. Between 2 and 5 p.m., you have to do it in the afternoon. If
Oh.
you do it in the middle
why
of the night.
do they do that? I'm
It's
just
kind of
wondering.
scary if you do it at
Oh,
night.
that's why. It's nice and bright.
I guess the ghosts are kind of appeased at between 2 and 5.
They're content.
You also want to face outwards, away from your home. You don't want to pray towards the inside of your home because then they'll all come in. You need to put 1 piece of incense and 1 flag, a stick of incense and a flag in each of the items.
A flag?
Yes, a special triangular flag so they know that it's for them.
Oh.
And then the last thing is you have to burn your paper money before that incense goes down. And the paper money is actually given to the ghosts.
So I know most companies do that too.
And
RTI
does it. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very common. All this month, you're going to see a lot of this kind of stuff going on.
Yep. So that's our brain game for this week.
This week on #Taiwan, I want to talk to you about travel restrictions. Hey, I just said I want to talk about them. I didn't say I want to do anything about them. I said I just want to talk about travel restrictions. Not saying they're good or bad, just talking about them, alright? Chill. The COVID-19 pandemic has really messed with worldwide travel. Since March 21st, Taiwan's Central Epidemic Command Center has had the entire world on a level 3 warning, which means that Taiwanese people should avoid unnecessary travel to the designated area. Originally, authorities were only going to implement a level 3 warning for 23 areas on March 19th, but then the next day they said, wham! Whole world's off limits. If you didn't know, Taiwanese people love to travel. They love tourism. According to a survey done by travel website Agoda, 59% of Taiwanese people can't wait to travel internationally once the pandemic is over. That's the highest rate of any country surveyed. In early July, Taipei Songshan International Airport offered a fake travel experience. People checked in for a flight, went through security, got on a plane, and went nowhere. I'm not saying they went to nowhere, Oklahoma, which is a real place, by the way. I'm saying they sat on a plane and didn't end up in a different place than where they started. People were so starved to get out of the country that they literally paid money to experience what Andrew Ryan calls the worst parts of traveling. August 8th is Father's Day in Taiwan. Major Taiwanese airlines offered special flights that day that just circled around Taiwan. They were dubbed pleasure flights. The planes flew low so people could see famous Taiwanese landmarks from above. And since travelers technically did leave Taiwan, they were allowed to shop at the duty-free shops upon leaving the border. EVA Airways pilots took the opportunity to draw a giant thumb in the sky with the plane's path. EVA Airways even responded to a picture of the plane's trajectory saying, "We think everyone is swell." Hey man, I got this crazy idea. What are you thinking? Let's draw a giant thumb in the sky. That is genius. Getting your passengers to their destinations as quickly as possible is just good aviation. But when you're piloting a plane full of people who are just in it for the pleasure, then heck, you can get all Vincent van Gogh up in the air if you really wanted to.
In this lightning round, Andrew and Catherine have 60 seconds to guess as many questions from the news as they can this week. Feel free to play along at home, and you guys look bright and cheery and yellow today. Very nice.
That's right. Go Team Yellow.
Go Team Minions. Okay, are you guys ready?
I think so.
All right, go. So what did the U.S. Pacific Fleet do after they transited the Taiwan Strait on Tuesday?
Posted on Facebook.
That's right. What will be the name of a new university after 2 big universities merge?
National Yangming Jiao Tong University.
Very
How do you
good.
know all this?
Who will not be playing at the U.S. Open this year?
Oh,
From Taiwan.
I have no idea.
So Zhan,
No,
somebody
not
Zhan?
her.
No, the other one.
Xie Suwei. That's right. And what famous athlete made the news for having a Taiwan passport?
Oh, Jeremy Lin.
That's right. And when is Taiwan projected to be a super age society?
2025.
Very good.
Why so happy?
Former President Lee
there yet.
Teng-hui. His public memorial and burial services are scheduled for September 19th and October 7th. Now, what is one reason that the family wanted to keep it so far from his death?
Because it's Ghost Month.
That's right.
Oh, well done.
This week, it was announced that in 2024, Taiwan is going to have the world's longest single tower, asymmetric, cable-stayed bridge. What two districts is it going to cross?
Danshui and Bali.
Very good.
Yeah.
Across the Danshui River.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
And we have one more question. The Taipei Zoo has come up with 6 names for the new panda. Which one is your favorite?
Muaji.
Muaji?
Mochi.
I don't know any of them.
Okay. So to learn more about this campaign and to see our cute new panda cub at the baby zoo, the baby panda at the zoo, let's take a look at this video.
Taipei Zoo's new baby panda finally opened her eyes on her 47th day. That's 5 days later than her older sister Yuanzai did. The new cub also seems to be more sensitive than her sister because she makes noises when she's uneasy. When she does, her mom, Yuan Yuan, will rush to cuddle her in her arms and comfort her. The panda baby now needs a name, and the public is going to choose it, just like they did for Yuanzai. 1,700 ideas came in for her name, and the final 6 are Tuanzai, Yuanniu, Yuanbao, Rou, Zhenzhu, and Muaji. People can vote through August 26th, and her name will be announced on August 30th.
Now, some people are saying there might be fewer ghosts this month because of the pandemic. Do you know why that is?
They died already, though. That's not because they
Whoa,
got
that
the
was
virus.
morbid. I can't top that. I can't top that.
Well, the reason is because they have to quarantine for 14 days coming in and 14 days going out.
So how many
That's a whole
days-
month.
I think that's almost
Pretty
the whole
much.
month.
How many days of ghosts? That's like 3 days of ghosts.
That's 1 day of ghosts.
1 day of ghosts.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Taiwan Insider. Be sure to connect with us on social media.
Yes, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. For Taiwan Insider, I am Natalie So.
I'm Leslie Liao.
And I'm Andrew Ryan. See you next week.